Brainerd Squirt AA versus Mankato at the Squirtacular tournament in Lane. It's our second game of the tournament. The first game this morning we played not so great. We lost 3-7 versus Chaska Chan. They're a good team, but played pretty well up through the second period and then kind of fell apart in the third. At one point it was 3-4 and then we let in 3 goals in that third period. Not great. I don't know anything about this Mankato team. We'll see. Usually pretty good. It's a brand new arena here. This sheet of ice specifically is new. They've got 3 sheets of ice here now. But this is their new one. And they put a new face on the front of the building and stuff. It's really nice. But it's so new. The caulk in here is still drying. And it smells like it. Pretty nice setup, adequate seating. Good cell service, so shouldn't have to worry about the screen dropping off. Looks like we're going to have Marsh starting on center with Popman and Stewart on wing. Jackson and Norris back. Jackson Thompson and Norris back on D. 12-minute periods they run in this tournament. Puck down in the main Mankato zone. Easily cleared out. Neutral zone. Thompson. Up the wall to Stewart. It's taken away by Mankato. They dump it into the Brainerd zone. Norris misses the puck down low in the Brainerd zone. Picked up by Mankato. They get tied up on the far wall. And Potman drops it back to Norris. Norris up the wall to Thompson. Thompson fumbles the puck, trying to get it out, but kept in by Mankato, and they head towards the net. Up the middle, poke check on Norris, sends the puck out to the point. Potman gets it across the blue line. Mankato sends it back in. Thompson carries it out, sends it down deep into the neutral zone. Thompson across the red line in on the left side. Thompson shot on goal. Puck ends up in the corner and pops out to the point. Paskey sends it back down deep into the zone. McDonald in the corner. Stolen away by Mankato. Puck out to the neutral zone. Henson over to Paskey off the wall in the Mankato zone. Dahlheimer stays in after it. Mankato sends it out along the wall, kept in by Henson. Henson steps up, dumps it in deep into the Mankato zone. We got Henson and Sweet back on D. That wasn't Paskey. Henson and Sweet. Mankato heads down ice. Henson angles wide. Sneak past him. Centering pass. And they score right out front. It's played by Mankato. Mankato up 1-0 with 10 minutes left. So 2 minutes into the game, Mankato scores. Bible on center, face off. Mankato comes away with it. They skate across the blue line. Hooking penalty coming up on Weezy as it hooks down one of the Mankato players. So Brainerd on the penalty kill now as Weezy goes to the box for hooking. Should be, yep. Doing 1 minute minor penalties, 12-minute periods. Bible wins a face-off. Thompson sends it to Norris behind the net. Tied up. Thompson sweeps it out high into the Brainerd zone, but not able to get it out. Shot on goal by Mankato. Down low, losing the slot. Comes over to the near side. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson sweeps it behind the net, picked up by Mankato, wrap around and put it through the 5-hole. Mankato scores on the power play. Brainerd down 0-2. Marsh on the face-off. Stewart Potman on wing. Henson, Paskey back on the D. Sweet back on D. Henson trying to tie him up. Swept out of the slot by Sweet. Sweet with the puck. Sweet heads up the left side. Sends it up to Potman. Potman at the red line. Heads into the Mankato zone on the left side. Pushed up against the wall. So controls the puck. Puts it through the slot. Nobody able to get their stick on it. Mankato picks it up on the wall and skates it out. Henson sends it back to Stewart. Center ice. Stewart heads in over to the left side. Shot on goal by Ian Stewart. 8:46 left in the first. Marsh on the face-off. Mankato kicks it out across the blue line into the neutral zone, tied up by Marsh. And back into their it's down low and back out to the neutral zone. Centering pass, tied up by Marsh, stolen away by Thompson. Thompson sends it up the wall. Mankato sends it back into the Brainerd zone behind the net. Norris Off the wall with Stewart. Stewart dangles past the defender. Heads up the other way. Picked up by Potman on the wall. Potman tips it out to Marsh. It goes off his stick into the neutral zone. Thompson back to Norris. Norris up to Potman. Flex off his stick. Taylor chips it back. Picked up by Potman again at the red line. Over to Marsh. Missed pass. Picked up by Mankato. Mankato deep in their zone. Pressured by Potman. Up the middle. Poke check by Paskey. They'll just send it down the wall. Paskey keeping it in the Mankato zone. Mankato poked off her stick by Potman out front. And it rolls through the slot into the corner. Potman sends it behind the net. McDonald. This is it. Sweet. Out to the point for Paskey. Paskey dumps it on net. Tipped away by McDonald. Dahlheimer races into the corner. Sends it up the wall for Sweet. They get tied up on the wall. Pops out to the center zone. McDonald trying to get a stick on it. It's tied up. Mankato sends it into their own net for a whistle. Their own box for a whistle. Face-off in their own zone. Win it over to the near side. Clear it out up the middle into the neutral zone. Center ice. Mankato in on the right side of the Brainerd zone. Shot on goal. Rebound pops out. Picked up by Weezy. Over to Thompson. Brainerd not able to clear the puck out of the zone. Sent down along the wall. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson picks it up to Weezy. Weezy chips it out across the blue line. Picked up by Mankato. Weezy center ice. Tries an intercept, but Mankato walks it in. Thompson. Mankato up the middle. Past Norris. Shot on goal. Rebound into the corner. Mankato out to their point over their left D. Got a good look. Shot on goal. Held by Quentin Turl. Whistle. 6:02 left in the first. Brainerd line change. Mankato changing up as well. Marsh on the face-off. Stewart popped in on wing. Ensign and Paskey on D. Mankato circling the zone. Try to toe drag Marsh. Up into the corner, Paskey in after it. Marsh picks it up, sends it behind the net. Ensign races in after it. Ensign fans on it, tries to send it up the wall. That pops out across the blue line. Mankato has to reset. In on the right side, picked up by Marsh. Dropped to Paskey. Paskey over to Henson. Henson up to Stewart. Stewart in center ice, poked off his stick. Brainerd offsides. Stumble across the blue line. 5:25 left in the first. Brainerd down 0-2 after 2 quick goals by Mankato. Marsh on the face-off to Stewart. Stewart over to Potman. Potman. Shot deflected. Deep in the Mankato zone. Stewart steals it in the corner. Marsh there helping him. Marsh and Stewart. Mankato comes away with it. Kept in by Thompson, but Mankato sends it out to the neutral zone. And down into the Brainerd zone for an icing on Mankato. On the face-off. Stewart drops it to Henson. Henson dumps it towards the net. Potman does he get a stick on it. Flips down behind the net. Potman tying it up. Stewart there with him. Stewart with it. someone to pass to, chips it up the wall. It's Henson. Henson cuts it short of the blue line, goes out to center zone, picked up by Mankato. They got a man deep. Paskey picks up the puck in the Brainerd zone on the right side, on the wall, pokes it down deeper for Marsh. Marsh takes it behind the net, loses it. Mankato pops it out front. Sends it through the slot as they're tied up by Henson. Paskey comes away with it off the wall, sends it out to Potvin at center ice, bounces off his stick. Potvin skates it in on the left side, gets tied up on the wall. Stewart. Another Brainerd penalty coming up on Potvin for caution as he's battling on the wall there. 3:57 left in the first. As Potvin goes to the penalty box for a minute. Zone, Sweet to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer carries it out. Dahlheimer tied up by 3 guys. Trips down. No penalty on Mankato. Mankato up the wall. Mankato into the Brainerd zone. Centering pass up high. This pass ends up in the corner. Another centering pass comes all the way out. Goes down ice. Mankato has to race back and pick it up. Mankato in on the right side. They're offsides. 3:06 left in the first period. 10 seconds left in the Brainerd penalty kill. Sweet on the face-off. Mankato gets across the blue line into the Brainerd zone, pushes to the left side. Henson tying him up. Puck trickles through the slot. Up by Dahlheimer, sends it over the near side, ends up out in the neutral zone, picked up by Mankato. And puck was knocked out of the air by Henson. High sticking. Forces the face off to the left wing circle of Brainerd zone. Sweet brings it down. Henson sends it to the far side, picked up by McDonald on the wall. McDonald skates it out, sends it up the wall to Dahlheimer, is looking the other way, so ends up down ice. That's going to be icing on Brainerd. Sweet again on the face-off, Brainerd back to full strength. Puck comes all in the near side off the face-off. Mankato keeping it in. Right D-man. Norris picks it up down low, sends it up off the wall. It's kept in by Mankato. Shot from the top of the left wing circle, stick saved by Turl. Norris sends it up the wall again, picked up again by Mankato. They circle up the center, over to their left wing, misses the pass, ends up in the corner. Thompson steals it away. It's tied up, chipped out across the blue line by McDonald. No icing, Brainerd line change. Mankato skates it out of their own zone. And on the right side, Paskey pushes them wide. Henson there with them, centering pass. Loose, covered in the slot by Turl for a whistle. Potvin on the face-off. Mankato wins it up to their left knee. Shot on goal. Blocked by Paskey. Ends up in the corner. Picked up by Weezy. Stolen away by Mankato. Put out to the left D. Slap shot wide to the net. And back in the right corner. Weezy Wheezy poking it up along the wall. Mankato comes away with it and walks towards the net. Stolen away by Paskey. Up the wall to Wheezy where he gets tied up. Mankato. Another tripping penalty coming up on Wheezy. Wheezy going to the box again for a minute. There's only 57 seconds left in the first period. Out to their left D. Sends it down the wall. Picked up by Norris behind the net. Chips it forward for Thompson. Thompson. Up the wall. Picked up by Stewart. Stewart gets it out across the blue line. Stolen away by Mankato. And they head in up the middle. Norris is back. Shot on goal. Held by Gerald. 30 seconds left in Brainerd penalty kill. Stewart sends it up the wall. Mankato keeps it in. Shot from the right knee. Deflected into the left corner. Marsh. Up the wall for Stewart. Stewart turns to head out. Stolen away from him. Mankato centering pass over the right wing. Shot on goal. Rebound. Loose. Trickles down low. Picked up by Stewart as he heads out of zone. Puts up the middle. Stolen away. Shot on goal. Covered by Pearl. Start of the second period. We got 4 seconds left in our penalty kill. Thompson drops it to Norris, fumbles the puck, sends it up the wall, back out to the neutral zone. Mankato chips it back in, they're offsides. Center face-off for the intentional offsides. Marsh. Mankato comes away with it. And on the right side, dangle past Norris, but they get tied up there. Out to the point, Mankato sends it down deep. Norris racing after it. Stumbles. Thompson chases it down the wall. Poked back deep by Mankato. Norris in the left corner. Sends it up the wall and out to neutral zone. Popman races after it. Bringing it back to full strength. Center ice. Mankato chips it in down the left side. Down deep. Picked up by Marsh. Marsh right up in the right corner. Popman knocked down on the wall. Loose puck. Mankato, right D. Skates up. Shot goes wide as he's tied up by Marsh. Comes up the wall. Right D sends it down the wall deep into the Brainerd zone. Goes over to the left corner. Tied up by Thompson. Pops out to the center. Shot over the net. Loose puck picked up by Marsh. Marsh sends it out to center ice. Batted down by Mankato as they skate in up the middle. Past Marsh. Poke check by Norris. This puck trickles down below the goal line. Marsh pokes it forward to Thompson. Thompson up to Stewart in this pass. Mankato keeps it in. Dumped on net. Loose puck in the crease. That's dead. .10-11 left in the second. Sweet's coming out to take the face off. Donald and Dahlheimer with him. Paske and Henson back on D. Dahlheimer. Sweet dumps the puck deep into the Mankato zone on goal. Cleared out. Henson skates in off sides. Donald and Dahlheimer are still in zone. Face off in the neutral zone. Sweet face off to Henson. Henson over to Paske. Paske up to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer in on the left side. He had serves the net. Poke check by Mankato. Stays the puck away. Mankato throws it out to Paske. Paske's shot is deflected down low. Sweet. Dahlheimer battling in the right corner along with McDonald. Sweet and McDonald. Sweet sends it out to the point, kept in by Henson. Paske, his shot deflected, ends up on goal, saved by Mankato. Along the wall, Mankato sends it down low for their D. Up the far wall, and out to the neutral zone. Paske picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Sends it to McDonald. Up to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer on the left side. Tries a toe drag and poke checked away by Mankato. Mankato with a breakaway. And on the right side, Thompson races back. Puck swept to the far side, to the near side. Sweet. Thompson gets up with a shot. In the slot, carries it out. Sweet. Red line on the left side. His shot's deflected. And pops back out to neutral zone. Norris over to Thompson. Thompson dumps it in. Picked up by Mankato. They try to send it out. And down ice into the Brainerd zone. Sending icing on Mankato. 8:14 left in the second. Face off in the Mankato zone right from circle. Bates, center zone, tied up, easy. Fans on a shot, right in the circle. Picked up Mankato on the wall. Checked by Bates. Up to Thompson at the red line. Thompson circles back. Cuts in on the right side. Thompson looking for Bates out front. Falls down. Puck loose, down low. Whistle. Net came off. Play was dead. sure what's going on here. Sending a Mankato player to the box. I didn't see the call. They whistled it as we touched the puck, but I guess the penalty was on Mankato. Marsh, face-off. Mankato sends it up the wall, kept in by Thompson. Thompson over to Paskey. Paskey steps up, his shot. He falls as he takes a shot. Doesn't get much on it. Back out to Thompson at the point. Thompson steps up over to Paskey again. Paskey's got some room. Winds up shot. Rebound. Now what? Cross-checking. Coming up on Mankato. Brainerd going to have a 5-on-3 here. There's 38 seconds left in that first Mankato penalty. Face-off, left wing circle, Mankato zone. Brainerd 5-on-3 power play. Marsh on the face-off. Stewart and Potvin on wing. Paskey and Thompson on D. Potvin scores right off the face-off. Still got 56 seconds left in their second penalty. Brainerd still on the power play. Center face-off, Thompson to Paskey. Paskey heads in on the left side. Up the middle, shot on goal by Paskey. Rebound, swept to the far side. Picked up by Mankato. Mankato fumbles a puck center ice. Potvin gets a stick on it. Chips it in on the left side and chases after it. Marsh there with him. Marsh stuck in the corner. Penalties coming up on, looks like they're calling coincidentals on Potvin and number 64 for Mankato. It looked to me like they just got tangled up with each other, but still on the power play for 32 seconds. Continuing with a 5-on-4. Marsh kept in by Thompson. Stolen away by Mankato. Mankato heads down ice, but Paskey chases him down. Keeps him out of the Brainerd zone. They dump it in. Swept back out by Thompson. Sent back in by Mankato. Ends up all the way down low. Paskey in after it. Stolen poke check by Mankato. Puck trickles out to center ice. Thompson to Stewart. Stewart in up the middle. Shot on goal. Glove save by Mankato. 10-E. 6:25 left in the second. Both teams back to full strength. Sweet on the face-off. Dahlheimer, McDonald on wing, Norris and Henson on D. Mankato skates it out, center ice, cut in on the right side, cut off by Norris, shot on goal, picked up by Henson. Henson pushed down into the Mankato zone. Dahlheimer falls down. Mankato picks it up behind their own net, sends it up the near wall, stolen away by Sweet. Mankato sweeps it out center ice. Now they got a breakaway. As Norris races back, shot on goal, rebound picked up by Norris. Nice save by Churl. Sent out to the center ice to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer. His shot goes wide into the right corner, picked up by McDonald. McDonald chips deeper. Mankato sends it out to the point, missed by Thompson, ends up all the way down the Brainerd zone. Norris off the glass, picked up by Thompson, center ice. Thompson in on the right side. It's down low, centering pass out front. That was tipped in by Sweet, maybe. I don't know if Sweet got a touch on that or not. We're gonna have a tie game. The shot came from Thompson, essentially on the goal line. If it bounced off a Sweet stick or the goalie. 5:15 left in the second. Henson sends it up to Bible, intercepted. Mankato skates in on the left side. Pass out front, saved by Churl. Another save by Churl, covered for Whistle. Over to Henson. Bates skates it out across the blue line. And on the right side, it's knocked off the puck. Mankato skates it down low within their own net. And off the near side. Out to the neutral zone. Paskey kicks it off the wall to Weezy. Weezy tied up. Mankato comes away with the puck and heads into the Brainerd zone. Angled off by Paskey. Pass to the left side. They circle back. Pass out front. Tied up by Henson in the corner. Bates with the puck. Bates across the blue line. Kicks it forward as he's tied up. Puck circles into the Mankato zone. They send it back out to the neutral zone. Paskey back. Mankato in on the right side. They stop short. Shot on goal. Blocker save by Churl. Rebound. Picked up by Potman. Skates out through the neutral zone and on the right side. Potman still with the puck. He's got Bible out front along with Weezy. Potman tries to get a pass. They hit a skate. Kept in by Norris. Norris steps up, dangles, pass to the slot, onto Potman's stick. Not able to get anything on it. Potman dumps it behind the net. Bible races in after it. Mankato sends it up the wall, kept in by Norris again. Shot by Norris. Oof, that was going in. Blocker save by Mankato. Out to Thompson at the point. Over to Norris. Norris. Shot. Another blocker save. Weezy down low. Mankato sends it out to the point. Kept in by Thompson. Thompson sends it down the wall and behind the Mankato net. Weezy races over for it in the corner, pokes it away. Pops out to Stewart. Stewart, shot. Oh, reaching glove save by Mankato goalie. That was going in that top right corner. 3:02 left in the second period. Nice shot there by Cannon Stewart. Snatched out of the air by the goalie. Marsh on the face-off. Mankato wins it. They circle down low, head up the near side, out to neutral zone, over to the far side, tied up by Henson. Circle in, pass over to the near side, Paskey ties them up. Shot from the near wall, goes through the slot to the far wall. Shot from the left D, pad save by Churl. Paskey down low, sends it up the wall. Stewart puts it forward. Stewart and Potvin, 2-on-1, over to Potvin, out of his reach, ends up in the left corner. And Mankato clears it out. Mankato on the right side, poke check by Henson, steals it away. Mankato picks up the loose puck, they head towards the net. Saved by Churl as he gets his left toe out in the nick of time. Potvin picks up the puck in the corner and skates it out. Poke check by Mankato, they head back into the Brainerd zone. Thompson races back. Glove save by Churl. .202 left in the second. Score 2-2. face-off. Dahlheimer and McDonald on wing. Norris and Thompson on D. Puck loose in the Brainerd zone. Picked up by Norris. Norris out to center ice for Dahlheimer. Intercepted. Mankato sends it back deep in the Brainerd zone. Norris in after it. Norris sweeps it behind the net. Picked up by Mankato. Centering pass. Shot deflected wide. And Mankato tries to send it out to the left D. Missed pass. Trickles all the way down in their zone. Marsh pressuring him down low. Sweet. They lose an edge. Sweet picks up the puck. Tries to center it, but it's intercepted. Mankato to the left wing. Over to the right wing. He trips on the blue line. Picked up by Norris. Norris in on the left side. Poked off his stick. Dahlheimer stops him at the blue line. Keeps the puck in the Mankato zone. Puck loose. Mankato sweeps it out. Neutral zone. Down into the Brainerd zone. Facing Mankato. With 1:04 left in the second. Puck will come back to Mankato zone for face-off. Face-off. Bible out front to Bates. Bates shot trickles on net, covered for whistle. Husky and Henson back on D. Bates and Weesey on wing. Mankato into the face-off and carried out to neutral zone. Poke check by Bates. Loosens the puck up for Paskey. Paskey down low in the Brainerd zone, sends it up the far wall. Mankato sweeps it back deep behind the Brainerd net, picked up by Paskey. Check by Mankato. Mankato tying off the puck in the Brainerd zone, down low. Puck loose. Mankato picks it up. Out to the right D. He winds up, shot, sent towards the net. Covered by Turo for a whistle. And Bates races in and so you get a penalty for that. So Brainerd penalty kill for a minute. 21 seconds left in the second period. So we'll finish up this penalty kill in the third period. Thompson moves the face-off out to the point. Shot deflected. Ends up in the corner. Picked up by Paskey. Paskey tied up and manages to push it out to the neutral zone. Paskey up the middle. Oh, he deeks past one defender. Shot. Oh! No goal. It looked like he got that in. Henson dumps it back in deep. Great effort there by Luke Paskey. Start of the third period. Brainerd on the penalty kill for 37 seconds. Potvin in the face-off. Stewart on the wing. Thompson and Norris back on D. Mankato dumps it in on the right side. Norris races in, pick it up. Pushes it forward for Thompson. It's intercepted. Mankato behind the Brainerd net. Centering pass. Poked away by Churl and covered for a whistle. Henson and Paskey come out now for D. Face off again. Mankato shot on goal. Swept away by Paskey. Picked up by Potman. Potman in on the left side. Stewart races down. Potman falls down, and Mankato sends it up the near side wall. Stewart with the forecheck. Mankato dumps it in deep, and that's icing. Brainerd back to full strength. Face off will be in the Mankato zone, right wing circle. Take the face off. Potman and Stewart on wing. Henson and Paskey on D. Marsh swoops it over the wall. Mankato sends it out. And down ice. Paskey races back after it. Paskey spins away from the defender. Falls down in the right corner. Loose puck. Rolls towards the net. Covered by Churl for a whistle. Stewart skates it out across the blue line. Poked off his stick at the red line. Mankato heads back in on the right. Henson there over their left wing. Past Henson, shot on goal. Glove save by Churl. He is on. Sweet switches it towards the slot off the face-off. Picked up by Mankato. Bounces out across the blue line. Mankato has to reset. They circle back. In on the right side. Sweet chasing after him. Centering pass. Out to their left D. Over to the right D. They miss the pass. Picked up by Dahlheimer at the red line. Dahlheimer and McDonald head towards the net. Over to McDonald. McDonald shot. Rebound. Sweet. Tries to stuff it in. It's covered by Mankato goalie for a whistle. Face off in the Mankato zone. Sweet. McDonald and Dahlheimer. Henson and Paskey back on. Loose puck at the circle. Picked up by Mankato. Out to center ice. Stolen away by Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer turns in across the blue line on the left side. Daniels towards the middle. Poked off his stick in the slot. And Mankato heads out. Over their left wing. Henson and Paskey back. Henson, poke check. Henson trying to clear it out. Mankato keeps it at the blue line. As Sweet and McDonald tie it up. Mankato up high. Down to the right wing. Centering pass. Shot on goal, covered by Churl for a whistle. Bible from the face-off. Thompson out to the point, kept in by Mankato. Circle the zone, centering pass. Tipped in, right over Churl's head, off the crossbar, goes in. No stopping that one.
Good job, Charlie!
9:37 left in the game. Bible, the face-off. Mankato wins it back to their D. Sends it up the left wing. Skates it in across the blue line. Tied up by Thompson, but he gets it down low. Centering pass intercepted by Norris. He sends it out to the point. Shot on goal, blocker save by Turl, ends up in the left corner. Sent up the wall by Thompson, kept in by Mankato. Easy. Chops at it, but Mankato sends it down low into the corner again. Bible cuts him off. Thompson pokes it over to Norris in the right corner. Norris tries to send it up the wall. It's picked up by Mankato. Send it down low. Centering pass. Captured by Turl for a whistle. 8:58 left. Marsh on the face-off. Puck pops out to the left D. Shot blocked by Poppin. Kept in by Mankato. Poppin chips it out across the blue line. Stewart. Marsh time up the red line. They chip it down low. Askey races back for it. Askey up the wall towards Stewart. Mankato picks it up over to the right wing. Angled off by Poppin into the corner. Sweet. Potvin battling in the corner. Marsh races in to help. Marsh comes away with it. Sends it over to the left corner for Henson. Henson tries to deep, but stolen away by Mankato. Puck tied up on the wall. Pops out. Stewart over to Potvin. Potvin misses pass and ends up out in the neutral zone. Bounces off Potvin into the Mankato zone. Mankato controlling it. They head on out of the zone. Askey angles them wide. They enter in on the right side. Nice poke check by Askey. Picked up by Marsh. Marsh and Dahlheimer race down ice. Poke check by Mankato. Steals the puck away from Marsh. Kept in by McDonald. Over to Dahlheimer. Bounces off his stick. Kept in by Thompson. Mankato passes it out to neutral zone. 2-on-1 against Norris. Shot by the left wing. Off the left post. Mankato scores. 2-4. .23 left in the game. Sweet on the face-off. McDonald, Dahlheimer on the wing. Thompson, Norris on D. Sweet over McDonald. He's tied up. Puck ends up on the wall. Mankato chips it in. Thompson inside the blue line, chips it back out. By McDonald. Sweet in the neutral zone. Sweet sweeps it into the Mankato zone as they race back for it. Sweet pressuring down low, steals the puck away. It's tied up. Poke check by Mankato. Comes out the neutral zone. Thompson falls down. Norris back by himself again. Mankato races in. Thompson. Nice play by Mankato. Passing to the left wing down low. And the right winger buries the puck to that open side of the net. Face-off, Weezy, and Bates on lane. Bible brings it back to Henson. Henson. Weezy. His pass ends up deep into the Mankato zone. Bates after it. Mankato sends it up the far wall, kept in by Askey. It bounces up into the Mankato bench for a whistle. Face-off, left wing circle. Mankato zone. Bible. Pushes it into the corner. Mankato picks it up. Escaping on their own net. Up into the wall. Out to their center ice. Paskey. Henson races back, ties him up. Stolen away by Easy. Sends it out to neutral zone. Mankato sends it back in on the right side. Paskey with it. Paskey down low in the Brainerd zone, sends it up to Henson on the wall. Henson gets a skate, picked up by Mankato, shot on goal, covered by Turl for a whistle. Marsh, Norris. Mankato keeps it in, sends it down deep in the corner. 5:53 left. Centering pass by Mankato goes through the slot to the near wall. They send it back to the slot. Goes off the skate into the right side. Poke check by Norris gives it away. Norris. Stewart. Center ice, tips it to Marsh. Marsh in across the blue line. Marsh shot on goal. Glove save. Not sure why that was a whistle. Face off left wing circle of Mankato zone. Penalty on Mankato. I didn't see that. Brainerd on the power play for a minute. Marsh on the face off. Kept in by Sweet. Sends it down the far wall. Mankato sends it back out to Sweet. Sweet steps up. Shot. Hits a shin pad. Paskey gets a rebound. Sends it towards the slot again. Mankato clears it out and down ice. Icing on Mankato. 39 seconds left for the Brainerd power play. Marsh on the face-off. Mankato puts it down low. Potman ties him up. Mankato sends it out to neutral zone. Stewart races back for it. Up by Stewart in the Brainerd zone. Stewart to Paskey. Paskey. That's a beat the player. Paskey out across the blue line. Center ice to Potman. Potman in on the left side. Got Marsh out front. He's tied up. Shot on goal by Potman. Rebound. Pops over the near wall. And Mankato sends it down ice again for an icing. 4:35 left. Brainerd's got 4 seconds left in the power play. Sweet on the face-off. Wins it back to Thompson. Thompson steps up. Shot on goal. Stick save by Mankato goalie. Rebound and ends up in the corner. Norris shot on goal. Puck loose in the crease. How did they whistle that dead? Quick to whistle the play dead. Face off right wing circle. Mankato zone. Both teams back to full strength. Sweet on the face off. Picked up by Mankato. Mankato heads out across the blue line. And on the right side, Dahlheimer chasing, centering pass, ends up on goal, covered by Turl for a whistle. Sweet on the face-off in Brainerd zone. Over to Thompson. Drop to Norris. Norris sends it up the wall from McDonald, picked up by Mankato, and he sends it back down. Back on the far wall in the Brainerd zone. Mankato centering pass, it's Thompson's skate. He's swept into the left corner, out to the point. Mankato shot on goal, stick save by Turl. Thompson sends it up the wall again. McDonald. And sweeps it out and down ice. Icing on Brainerd. 3:38 left. Bible on the face-off. Bible. Mankato wins a face-off out to the right D. Shot on goal. Glove save by Turl. Elbow whistle. Off in the right wing circle this time. Bible again. Bible. Shot on goal. Right off the face-off by Mankato. Whistle dead again. left wing circle. Bible again. Bible out to the left wing. Left wing shot by Mankato goes wide into the right corner. Sent down low. Henson races after it. Henson chips it forward. Picked up by Bible. Bible beats past the defender, but poked off his stick. Mankato pass over the right wing. Nobody there. Picked up on the wall by Mankato. Out to the right D. Over to their left D. They walk the line a little bit. Pass through the slot. Deflected by Paskey. Paskey battling down low. Paskey in the left corner. Sends it off the wall. Bible out to Weezy. Weezy chips it out across the blue line through the neutral zone, and it rolls into the Mankato zone. They come down, pick it up. Mankato by Brainerd, but they're able to clear it out. Picked up by Thompson, neutral zone. Thompson skates it into the Brainerd zone, tries to set it up the wall. It's a player. He has to pick it up again. Poked off his stick as he tries to head out of zone. He's puck picked up by Marsh. Now to Norris. Norris out to Potvin. Potvin in on the left side of the Mankato zone. Marsh trailing up the middle. Shot on goal by Potvin. He's up behind the net. Potvin battling down low. Marsh sitting out front. Mankato clears it out. Kept in by Stewart. Trickles over to the near side of their zone and then pick it up and skate it out. Knocked out the puck by Stewart. Stewart going to the box for checking. With 1:47 left. Brainerd down by 3 points. Face off in the Brainerd zone. Sweet. Marsh sends it out to the point. Shot on goal. Easy save for Turl. Rebound picked up by Marsh. Out to Potvin. Potvin, a little breakaway. And that's going to be a hooking penalty on Mankato. So 4-on-4 here for 43 seconds. 1:29 left in the game. Mankato with the puck. I don't know what that whistle was for. Too many men on the ice for Mankato. No penalty for that? There had too many men on the ice.
No, not if they drop it first. It's just a referee mistake.
Oh, referee mistake. Okay. Potvin out to Henson at the point. Henson shot, hits the player out front. Marsh with it. Marsh backhands it towards the slot. Bounces through the slot into the left corner. Picked up by Mankato. Mankato clears it out across the blue line. Tied up by Marsh. Stolen away by Potvin. And heads in across the blue line. Potvin sends it down deep. Nobody there. Marsh races after it. Mankato with it. Marsh ties him up. Marsh knocked down. No penalty. Mankato skates it out of their zone. Up the middle. Poke check by Henson as they cross the blue line. Henson forces him to dump it in deep. Mankato picks up the puck down low. Back out to their left D. Shot deflected. Saved by Turl. Thompson picks up the rebound. Thompson out across the blue line. Both teams full strength. 23 seconds. Thompson pokes it deep into the Mankato zone. Races after it. Centering pass by Thompson. Swept away by the goalie. Puck down low. Thompson, McDonald, and Sweet all battling for it. And 3 seconds left. The puck's whistled dead. Ended up on the railing. Sweet. Wins a face-off, but it comes all the way out. neutral zone, and that's the buzzer. Final score, Brainerd 2 and Mankato 5.